Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome tonight to the debate. My name is Oscar Radell and I am the chairman. And Tessa Norris is the timekeeper. The adjudicators are Mr. Ivanov, Miss Goulding, and Sargun. The topic for our debate is that self-serve at supermarkets is a good idea. The affirmative team is seated to my right and is from St. Thomas, and the negative team seated to my left is from St. Aloysius College. The speaking time for this debate is 3 minutes with a double bell at the end of your speaking time. A warning bell will ring once at 2 minutes. A continuous bell will ring 30 seconds after the final bell. Please switch off your mobile phones and any other electrical devices. I declare this debate open. I call upon the first affirmative speaker, Asar Murad Khan.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate is that self-serve at supermarkets is a good idea. We define the topic as self-serve, the efficient process of serving yourself in a facility using a machine without the aid of a worker clerk, but under the supervision of an attendant who is available to help at all times and a security camera. Supermarkets as a large shop selling food or household good. Good as to be desired or approved of. Idea as a thought or suggestion as a possible course of action. In the context of this debate, we are exploring the key idea that self-serve checkouts as opposed to staff-aided conveyor belt checkouts is a good idea. As the affirmative team, we believe that this statement is absolutely true. Now to my team split. Today as first speaker, I'll be talking to you about 2 points. My first point is that self-serve supermarkets are efficient and convenient. And my second point is that self-serve supermarkets give the customer choice and control. The second speaker will tell you that self-serve supermarkets have a better store capacity. We also talk about how self-serve checkouts increase store productivity. Our third speaker will rebut and sum up our team's case. Now to my first point. Self-serve checkouts are efficient and convenient. With self-serve options, customers enjoy the convenience of being able to shop without waiting in line, which leads to better customer satisfaction level. Self-serve checkouts are easy to use, allowing the customer to check out their groceries efficiently and at their own pace, so giving a speedier shopping experience. According to a survey by Waitline, a business with expertise in customer flow management, almost 69% of people surveyed that they associate waiting in line with negative feelings. So customers are more likely to shop at a supermarket where they don't have to wait in lines as long to reach a checkout. According to magstore.com, the average time it takes for a customer to check out using the self-serve option is 4 minutes. In a staff conveyor belt checkout, you just have to wait 5 minutes just to reach the checkout. Self-serve checkouts are fast and assist busy people to enjoy a more efficient shopping experience. Now to my second point. Self-serve checkouts bring choice and control. It is stated that in Garnibo.com, which is a global leader in security solutions, that self-serve supermarkets bring choice and control. This is because you can check out with minimal human interaction. The customer also has more choice about packing and loading their products. They can sort their bags in such a way without talking to a cashier that when they get home they know which bags to put in the laundry, kitchen or pantry. Self-serve also gives the option to change the choice of language to use, giving the customer more control over their shopping experience. This is why self-serve checkouts bring choice and control. So, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, self-serve supermarkets are a great idea. Thank you.
I call upon the first negative speaker, Nakisha Jayasinghe.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate is that self-serve at supermarkets is a good idea. We agree with the definition given by the affirmative team. However, we, the negative team, believe that this statement is undoubtedly false. Today, as first speaker, I will be talking to you about how having self-serve is not efficient and how it encourages people to steal. Our second speaker will be talking to you about how it costs money to set up and the concerns on privacy. Our third speaker will rebut and sum up our team case. The first affirmative speaker has tried to tell you that using self-serve at checkouts is efficient. Machines fail, they go wrong. These computerized stations can be slow, unreliable, and require staff to fix the errors with scanning and payments. This can lead to frustration and longer wait times. Item not in bagging area, or please wait for assistance. This takes forever. Besides, the human intervention is always required at most instances, like the use of coupons, activation of gift cards, assistance with error messages, and so forth. You are relying on someone that isn't trained to do a cashier's job. That's what a cashier is for, right? Self-checkouts can be difficult for some customers, like those with disabilities and or elderly. CNN Business says that the result of a survey indicates that 67% of people have experienced failures when using self-serve machines. I'm sure that all of you have, too. The affirmative speaker from the affirmative team stated that consumers have choice and control of what they are buying. We believe that this is wrong because customers still require the help of staff. Some may find it difficult to choose what the product category is and where the barcodes are. Customers are not trained cashiers. Now they expect customers to do everything by themselves. This also makes it easier for a consumer to lie about what they're purchasing and could choose a cheaper item instead of the real one. As I have discussed my first point in my rebuttal, I will move on to my last point, which is that self-serve machines have increased theft and shoplifting. ABC News says that over the past year, there's been a 236% increase in shoplifting, costing the businesses about $10 million. How is self-serve a good thing then? There could be intentional thieves as well as innocent victims who genuinely forgot to scan an item. You can get yourself into trouble too, by accident. There are people who genuinely forgot to scan small items. When people know you can manipulate machines, people do get the urge to steal. So, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, self-serve in supermarkets is definitely not a good idea. The list on why is endless. Self-serve is not efficient and increases chances in possible and wrongly accused theft. So, think to yourselves, do we really think self-serve machines at a supermarket is a good idea?
I call upon the second affirmative speaker, Brody Anderson.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and Mr. Chairman. The topic of today's debate is that self-serve at supermarket is a good idea. Our first speaker has already told you that self-serve checkouts are efficient and convenient. He has also discussed how they provide choice and control to the customer. Now to my rebuttals. The first speaker stated that they has tried to tell you that they're not efficient. This is wrong because, as I'll state, that they actually create productivity. The first speaker from the negative team has also tried to tell you that it increases the risk of theft. Don't forget that supermarkets have 24-hour surveillance, and the shop also has a staff in the self-checkout areas. Now to my points. I'll be discussing 2 points. My first point is that self-serve checkouts provide increased store capacity. Self-checkouts have much smaller footprint and compared to a traditional attendant checkout, and therefore increasing the store capacity. Business.com states that 4 self-serve checkouts can fit 1 staff-assisted checkout. This is good for both the customer and the store. With more floor space, the supermarket is able to have more goods for sale. Tutorialpoint.com states there are well-organized shopping places, increased productivity and inventory enhance customers' shopping experience and reduce operating costs and increasing finance. My second point is that self-serve checkouts increase store productivity through appropriate use of employees. It is not a hidden fact that due to self-serve checkouts, there are less employees on the checkout. Our opposing team tonight might tell you that this is why self-serve checkouts are a bad idea. But, as noted by Professor Gary Monetine of the Queensland University of Technologies, self-serve at supermarkets does not reduce the numbers, meaning staff can be allowed to ensure a personalised happy experience. The roles that the staff Macstore.com, the roles could be reallocated to include stocking shelves, keeping the store tidy, customer queries, click and collect service, and technology support. These alternative roles allow for a well-organized store. So, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, we the Affirmative team 100% believe that self-serve at supermarkets are an excellent idea. Thank you.
I call upon the second negative speaker, Larabe Jeffrey.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for tonight's debate is that self-serve at supermarkets is a good idea. We, the negative team, strongly believe that this statement is absolutely false. The first speaker from the negative team stated that they can be efficient. We believe that this is wrong because, as our first speaker has said, machines are very unreliable. They aren't exactly efficient because they can be very faulty and have many mistakes. Sure, they may be fast, but that only happens in a miracle of a time where the machine doesn't say, "Please place item in the bagging area." They can also lead to customers purchasing fewer items because of how frustrating the machine is when you scan items, and this can impact the supermarket. The second affirmative speaker has tried to tell you that cameras are installed to stop theft. We believe that this is wrong because if a camera catches someone stealing, the camera isn't going to grow legs and chase after the thief. According to Mirror.com, the footage created by the self-checkout cameras are not recorded or stored, which means that if a customer steals from the store, it is not recorded who stole, what they stole, and when they stole. Although technology is starting to evolve to store recordings, it would be long gone before the company finds out. Our first speaker has already clearly stated that self-serve machines are not efficient and you're relying on yourself and you're not experienced, which takes more time. She also said that self-serve machines encourage people to steal, as there's only one employee that looks after all the self-serve machines. Today I'll be talking to you about 2 points: how it will cost money to set up and how the machines invade one privacy. Now to my first point. Self-checkout machines will be expensive to install and to maintain. This is because in each store there's approximately 10 or more self-checkout machines, and according to Cardcolor, each machine costs about $150,000. Don't forget that companies must spend even more money on new technology to sense thieves. It will need to be cleaned many times a day, in which many companies lack in doing. According to Daily Mail, lab analysis from MIT showed self-service checkouts had one of the highest bacterial loads, with 5 types of bacteria known to cause disease in people. One of these was a bug called Enterococcus, a bacterium commonly found in feces. Who would have thought that we would be touching disgusting bacteria on the touchscreens? Every time a company decides to clean the self-serve machines, there's going to be a lot of cleaning products needed. And apparently, these machines are intended to save money. It seems like it's costing more money. Now to my second and final point. Self-serve machines invade one's privacy. This is because as self-serve becomes more prevalent, customers may feel constantly watched and monitored. Surveillance methods include CCTV cameras, staff monitoring machines for theft, and staff scanning invoices at the exit. In addition, new cameras are installed on self-serve machines and captures customers' faces, putting their privacy at risk. These cameras are close enough to read card details and other personal information. The self-serve machines can also invade privacy by triggering alerts for unexpected items in the bagging area, which may prompt employees to search bags without asking. As a customer, there's no more peace of mind when shopping, but rather a fear of someone trying to accuse you. So, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, we strongly believe that self-serve machines at supermarkets are not a good idea. After all, I've learned to never trust self-serve machines because my bagging area is always full of surprises. Thank you.
I call upon the third affirmative speaker, Alan Mawata.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chairman, timekeeper, and adjudicators. The topic of this debate is that self-serve at supermarkets is a good idea. We, the affirmative team, absolutely believe that this statement is true. Now to rebuttals. The first negative speaker has tried to tell you that self-serve checkouts aren't actually efficient. This is completely false. As a study conducted by NR Corporation, a leading technology company in retail industry, found that self-checkout system can reduce time spent in queues by up to 30%. The first negative speaker has also tried to tell you that self-serve checkouts lead to more theft by customers. This is wrong because, as Strong Point states, between 30 to 50% of all losses in a store are due to theft on the human factor, and self-serve technology eliminates employee cash handling risks, such as miscalculations in float, fraud, or theft. The second negative speaker has tried to tell you that self-serve checkouts have high upfront costs. Though this may be true, as noted by Wall Street Journal, self-serve checkouts quickly pay for themselves. Supermarkets are not get-rich-quick schemes, so they are willing to invest in a purchase, knowing the potential of return. The second speaker has also tried to tell you that self-serve checkouts invade privacy. This is wrong, because it is well known now that supermarkets like Coles and Woolworths have self-serve checkouts, and if you are not willing to be seen by a security camera, then you can go to the staff checkouts. Our first speaker has stated that self-serve checkouts are efficient and convenient. Customer satisfaction is increased by reducing the time they wait to purchase their shopping. When 69% of people admit that they associate waiting in line with negative feelings, it is clear that to improve the feelings of their customers, stores should cut lines. Our first speaker has also referred you to Gunnibi, which details that self-serve checkouts bring choice and control to the customer. Control over the scanning of items and packing of items. As noted by StrongPoint.com, customers can even choose the language they use, an amazing and inclusive feature for many. Our second speaker has stated that self-serve checkouts provide more store capacity, freeing up space to provide customers with more options, thus for a better shopping experience. Freeing up space for product placement, revenue for the business. Our second speaker has also noted the work of Gary Mortimer from Queensland University of Technology, highlighting that self-serve does not reduce employee numbers, and as noted by a major store, without the need for so many cashiers, staff can be allocated to provide alternative services that lead to a more productive business. In conclusion, Mr. Chairman, ladies, gentlemen, and adjudicators, we, the affirmative team, strongly believe that self-serve at supermarkets
is a good idea, with benefits for the customer, staff, and business owners. Thank you.
I call upon the third negative speaker, Mayor Cook.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate is that self-serve at supermarkets is a good idea. We, the negative team, truly believe that this statement is false. The second speaker from the affirmative team stated that it would increase store capacity. We believe that this is wrong because it's not really saving space. Think about it. What could be put around instead of self-serve machines? More food stands, sales charts, more checkout stands. An average space of machines are around 5 to 6 self-serve machines. Think about it. How much space this is. The third affirmative speaker has tried to tell you that there will be an increased privacy over customers' decisions or preferences. This is false, because there won't be privacy when there is an error message. As our second speaker stated, an assistant or staff would have to come through and pull through some of your stuff to see exactly what the unexpected item is. Is that really protecting privacy? With the recent artificial intelligence technology that's being used by supermarkets like Woolworths, who have made customers feel like they're under constant surveillance. The way they have placed the cameras at self-serve machines can read everything on a customer's phone when they use the phone to pay, or even using the card to capture the security details on the card. How is that safe, and where is the privacy in that? The third affirmative speaker has also tried to tell you that customers prefer supermarkets with self-serve machines. We believe that this is wrong, because look at supermarkets like Aldi. They have no self-checkout machines. According to the Canister Blue, the most satisfied shopper results, Aldi has won Australia's most satisfied customers from 2018 to 2023 for at least 5 consecutive years. According to the survey that was conducted by the IT company Yahoo, 75% of customers prefer checkouts instead of self-serve machines. It is clear that self-checkouts have failed to become what they were promised to be. Our first speaker spoke to you about how they are not efficient. She also said that it encourages people to steal. Our second speaker spoke to you about how self-serves will be expensive to install and maintain. She also said that it would decrease privacy. So, Madam Chairman, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, after scanning all the ideas, you can clearly see that self-serve at supermarkets is definitely not a good idea. Thank you.
While the adjudicators finalise the result, I will read decisions chairman's notices.
We don't have any, so feel free just to sit amongst yourselves. We'll be done soon.
the adjudicator, Miss Goulding, to come forward.
Hi everyone, my name is Ella Goulding. I'm a debating essay adjudicator. Now I'm sure as you've noticed we do have 3 adjudicators tonight. It's just how finals run. So first off, I would like to begin by saying massive congratulations to both of our teams for making it all the way to quarterfinals. It's clear you're both amazing teams and should be very proud of yourself regardless of the decision tonight. So yeah, congratulations to both of you. This is a very tough debate. I think both teams did so well tonight. So just in terms of feedback, we aren't doing individual feedback tonight. We are just going to announce the winner of the debate, whether it was a split or unanimous decision. We'll give out our speaker of the night, and that is all that will happen. It's just for time purposes. There's 3 of us. It's a lot. So first I'll give out our speaker of the night. This was someone who we thought had just really great rebuttal. We think that their evidence and their reasoning was really strong and they spoke really well. And that's Callum from New Zealand. Now tonight's decision was unanimous between all 3 adjudicators. Again, it was a tough topic. We think both teams were absolutely incredible. Tonight's debate does go to the affirmative team. Thank you all so much for coming out. I'll hand you back to our chairperson to close out the debate. Thank you.
I call upon a member of the runner-up team to give a vote of thanks.
We would like to thank Debating Essay and Nazareth College for making this debate happen. A big thanks to our adjudicators as well as our timekeeper and chairman. Thank you to our coaches and teammates for supporting us and helping us. And thank you to the opposing team for being here tonight. And lastly, thank you to our wonderful fans.
I call upon a member of the winning team to second that vote of thanks.
We would like to thank everyone who has come on. We would like to thank Debating Essay for getting this debate done. We would like to thank the adjudicators and the timekeepers. We would also like to congratulate the other team on making it this far. And thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance. I now declare this debate closed.